Hello, everybody. Sorry for the delay. This is a new process to us, so there's and the first time that we've ever done it, so there's bound to be teething troubles as we go along. Unfortunately, we're not able to give some of our tutors access to present live on here, but I have got Zakira Siddiqui, who's one of our IT tutors who teaches at all levels, will be joining us via a Google Meet call that I'll link her in with you in a minute when I've gone through the basics of how to get involved in the online open day process. So the online open day process is as I've just said, it's new to us. It's the way that we're going to engage with you and communicate with you, seeing as we can't have you into the college as we normally like to do. If you have come here from the, if you've come here straight from the website and clicked on the link to come and watch one of the Leeds live streams, that's really well, we welcome you. We welcome you to do that, but you will need to register if you haven't already done so. There's a form at the bottom of the homepage at leicesterlearns.ac.uk, which you should find through searching for it or typing the URL in, and then you can fill in that, and we'll have your contact details and be able to contact you back about the courses that you want to enroll on. During the course of this live stream, we have a question and answer opportunity. So there's a little symbol that you'll see on the right of your screen with a question mark and two speech bubbles on it, and that's the way that you can ask us questions. At the bottom of that box on the right hand side, there's an ask a question box. If you type a comment or a question in there, we'd love to hear from you. In fact, please just send us a message to say hello and that you're here, and maybe what it is that you're particularly interested in, so that we can make sure that we answer your questions and meet your needs. If you don't want to have the name that you signed in with included within that comment, you can tick a little box underneath it that says anonymous, and it will just say anonymous. Rest assured, we will only publish comments or questions that you make for everybody else who's attending to see. If they're a general question about the courses or those kind of things, if you're sending us personal details or anything like that, it won't go and be seen by everybody at all, because we decide what everybody can see. So don't worry about that. And if you're happy, for sharing your name as you've logged in with, then that's the only thing that we'll publish if we publish your questions in that way. So if you need help with any of this, or you're confused by all of this online digital world stuff generally, you're in the right place at the IT live stream anyway. But if you have troubles with anything else in the process, if you have to do an online initial assessment and it's frustrating you, or it doesn't make it work properly, then please just give us a call on 0116 454 1900, or send us an email to opendays@leicesterlearns.ac.uk, and we will do our very best to get back to you as soon as we can to help resolve your problems. This is the point where we show you and talk to you about the courses that we have, that we do have on offer at LASALS. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just link up with Zakira, who's our IT tutor, as I have already said. This involves me doing a little bit of clicking around and switching, so please bear with me. And then I hope that we should be able to have Zakira on the screen any second now. Yes, we do. Hello, Zakira. How are you? I hope.
Hi.
Me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great.
Hi, everyone. I'm Zakira Siddiqui, and I'm one of the IT tutors at the Leicester Adult Education College, and we teach mixed levels and digital skills for beginners courses, and also ECDL extra level 2. So if you have any questions or any queries, please, you can ask the questions and we'll answer them for you. Thank you.
That's brilliant. That's really nice to see. Nice to have you here. I wish we could have you in this side of the studio and be involved.
I know. I'm missing being on the other side.
However, we have got a presentation and that I'm going to share with everybody now, and to let them know about all the levels of IT qualification that we offer at LASALS at the minute, so we can talk to people about that. Yeah, we've had a hello. We've had some comments for some people here, so it's really nice to see you. Yes, you are joined with us. Akhtar, I assume that might be your name from the name on the system. Just bear with us. Feel free to carry on asking questions in the boxes below, and we will share them out or let them know as we go along. I'm just going to show you these and talk through the presentation now with you about all of our IT qualification courses specifically, and then feel free to ask questions as we go along in the boxes at the right, and also I'll have Zakira back on after we finish this too, and you can ask her some questions directly as well. So here we go. Well, welcome to LASALS. These are our IT qualification courses. We do a full range. We do, before you get to one of our qualification courses, we also have a number of beginners digital foundation skills and digital essential skills courses, which if your initial assessment shows that you still may have some gaps in these areas, then we'll ask you to go to one of those courses for as long as it takes you to fill those gaps and feel confident and ready to move on to the entry 3 level qualification. So we do the entry 3 award in using IT, and the ITQ level 1 and the ECDL level 2, which I'll come on to in a bit. So the entry 3 is an entry level qualification, as it says, where you will develop your skills. You'll continue to gain experience of using appropriate software to complete tasks as you may be required to in a workplace, or those that will be useful in managing certain personal tasks. So you'll go through using Word to create simple documents like posters and invites and things like that. And so you'll be taught how to make simple changes to the formatting of those documents. The next unit is communicating information using ICT. So whether using web-based email or whatever email that you use to send, receive and reply to emails, and all the skills related to that. And then the third unit is producing charts using IT. So you'll use basic spreadsheets to produce and print different types of graphs like line bar and column graphs and pie charts, which is useful if you want for your own household management, or if you've got a business, or you want to find out and present the information in ways that are easier to understand. This is a really useful skill to learn to do that. Once you've completed the entry 3 level qualification, which I believe is roughly about 77 hours of study, you'll be supported by the tutor as we go along. You'll be able to move on to the level 1 ITQ. So the level 1 allows you to develop your skills following on from the entry 3 and to gain a work ready qualification if you already have some experience in working with computers. So again, they develop on the word processing skills and being able to enter text and symbols to produce format word processing documents, and also to improve your Google Mail email or your email communications, and to navigate the World Wide Web news search techniques more effectively. There's 2 optional units that you will do. So using Excel spreadsheets to insert, replicate and format number and formula, produce pie charts and line graphs and bar columns to present that numerical data, and also using PowerPoint to set up and edit and format slides, just like the ones that you're seeing now. You'll be able to learn how to do those and produce the presentation and printed handouts and those kind of things. So all skills that will make you work ready. The assessments for the entry 3 and level 1 courses, because we teach these 2 levels within a combined class. So if you start at the beginning of the academic year and work your way through to an entry 3 level qualification, you should be able to move on to the level 1 and actually complete the level 1 within that academic year as well. Otherwise, we will look at moving you into other skills courses to build those skills so that you're ready to move on to level 1 in the next academic year if there's not any time left in this year, because you can join these courses at various points during the academic year. So the course assessments for entry 3 and level 1 are using exercise and assignments in class and at home. Observation of the tutor will watch you doing the things and make an assessment on your ability and give you some support to improve. You will be given homework, especially as I was saying earlier with the new blended learning. Now, I will tell you later about the new blended learning model of how we're delivering courses to keep numbers down in the college at any one time. So you can still get the classroom experience, but you'll have more homework and independent learning going on. There was also live exam assignments, which you will do in the classroom type situation, but in exam conditions to test your thing. That's at the level when you get to the level 1 qualification, and the tutors will always give you what we call feedback and feed forward. So feedback on the work that you've done and feed forward to how to improve or make the next bit of work that you do better. So after you've completed the level 1, or if you have or a good background of skills and using the computer and you want to gain the world's #1 IT user qualification at GCSE level, we can support you to move on to that. It's recognised by employers in the UK and all over the globe as a benchmark for IT competence. Gaining this qualification will improve your employment prospects and allow you to improve your IT skills if you're looking for a job or a promotion at work. The course is a full level 2 qualification and it's comprised of 4 units, which I'll run through in a minute. You'll need to pass all of those units to be awarded the BCS level 2 certificate in IT user skills, and you'll gain confidence, knowledge and understanding of the 3 main Microsoft applications required in the workplace, which is Excel, Word and PowerPoint, as well as how to improve your productivity through using these methods of IT. So let me give you some details about those different units. So the word processing unit will focus on the use of Word to create documents, manipulate and format text, insert and manipulate images within a document, import objects and graphics, use mail merge tools, create, manipulate and format tables, and preview and print documents. The Excel spreadsheet software, you will focus on Excel to understand the basic concept of spreadsheets, create a spreadsheet, insert and format data, create, format and adjust charts, and create formula and functions and copy them over onto other cells, and also how to apply the settings for printing the documents. So as well as Excel, there is Power presentation software. You'll use PowerPoint to create, format, modify and prepare presentations using different slide layouts, just like this one. And as you see the pictures appearing on the screen, those are slide transitions and animation effects that you'll be taught how to use. You'll create and modify organizational charts and apply slide designs using themes and templates, as well as applying various different print options to those. And finally, you'll continue the improving productivity unit if you've moved through the entry 3 and level 1. And this helps you plan, evaluate and improve procedures involving the use of IT tools and systems in order to improve the productivity and efficiency of work activities. You will cover the main areas of these programs to become a competent user of them all during the ECDL level 2 course. I can fully recommend it. I did it myself last year to improve and demonstrate my computer skills, and like I said, it's definitely made life easier for me using the IT. So for the course assessments, some of them it's very much like the entry 3 in level 1. You use exercise booklets and online diagnostic exams, and there's also for the ECDL, the exams are undertaken as live online exams. So you will use an online computer system with our support in the classroom to complete your and demonstrate your skills across the curriculum, and as well there'll be marking the homework and things that you do at house. This is the point where I need to I should mention that we use a Google-based system to give you access to that. So you'll get your own Leicester Learns ID, which is a Google Mail account, so that you can keep all your learning separate and in one place. So you don't have to wade through the spam in your inbox to get through to find all your teaching things. And as well as that, it gives you access to a number of applications that are available on Google, including Google Classroom, which is a kind of, the best way I can describe it is like a kind of a Facebook wall for the class, where the teacher will post up resources and activities that you might want to do and to help your learning across those. And then you also be where your assignments or any activities that you might want to do can be set and submitted through that, and you can get the feedback directly from the tutor through that application. And also it gives you access to Google Drive, where you can share your documents and share them backwards and forwards between the tutor. So the blended learning model that I mentioned earlier, because, as I said, we need to restrict numbers coming into the college for a while at least, we will be running the courses so that people can still get classroom time rather than just being fully online. Then half the class, basically the class will be split into two, and you will attend on a fortnightly basis, once a fortnight, and one half of the class will come in on week A and complete a classroom lesson and be given work to complete home during the second week, which will be week B, and then the other half of the class will come in on week B and do the same, and it will keep rotating like that through the year. And when you're not in the classroom, or it's not your classroom week, you will still be able to contact the tutor in the way that you can contact They've always been able to contact their tutors outside of class time by email, or to get there, or through the Google Classroom and those other methods. So just a quick mention of the fact that all of our courses in Skills for Work courses have a number of embedded elements, so that we cover and teach you things beyond just the IT that you've come to learn. So there's English and math skills that you'll develop through this course, employability skills to help you get a job or improve your career prospects. We talk to you about equality, diversity, inclusion, and making sure that you understand and are aware of those things, and that all of our courses and opportunities are inclusive as well. There's also discussion and inclusion of sustainability and environmentally friendly practices, which are an important part of the modern world that we live in, as well as British values and safeguarding issues, just to help share a common understanding of the world that we live in, that we're living in. So how will you learn? You will learn through listening and making your own notes during the lessons. You will also follow on-screen instructions from your tutor. You will be learning together in pairs or groups to improve your understanding, and that's quite a useful way to consolidate your own learning, is by helping to teach that or share that to other people in the class. Peer learning is an important part of the learning and classroom experience. You'll be able to do that in the classroom and online as well. You'll work steadily through the activities and exercises that you're given towards completing the modular exams at every stage of the way. And you'll be working from home using the Google Classroom and the Google Drive, as I mentioned earlier. Just briefly, to let you know more about these process, and as I did earlier with the that the Leicester City Council and us are doing everything we can to keep the college and our learners and our staff safe in this current time, and so that's why we're changing the teaching methods, and we're giving people lots more options to do that. So the progression opportunities from level 2 ECDL is a gateway to employment in an administrative role. It's also it's important for higher education as well. The universities often require you to have a level 2 qualification so that you can engage with the online things that you need to as a university student, and also if you want to move into payroll, accounting, bookkeeping, or anything like that, good strong IT skills are really essential in those worlds as well. I'm not going to give you the course dates and times at this point. We can talk with you about those when you come in, or when you have a consultation with any of our teaching team online. And as we suggested, you will, if you do struggle, we're aiming to get everybody to do their assessment and things like that online, to avoid people having to come into the city centre or any other venues unnecessarily. However, if you struggle to do anything online, or we can't complete that process with you, we will be offering in-person initial assessment sessions at the college on Thursdays through August, hopefully. So we will contact you and let you know about how best you can do that. So as soon as I've run through that presentation, what I'm going to do is get Zakira back with us on the via the Google Meets. This is Google Meets, which is the way that we do use at the Adult Education College. We use, as I've been explaining, we use Google as our method of contact. So if you do have access to that, or you're conversant with using Google, then that's a good way for you to be able to talk to some of the tutors. So I'm going to put Zakira back on the screen now, and she can say hello to yourself, and I will just have a check of the question page. Zakira, can you tell me, was there anything that I missed in that presentation, or is there anything else that you think that you think the people that are watching can would need to know?
What I would say that if the learners are wanting to do the ECDL extra level 2, the entry requirements, they should have completed the OCR level 1 ITQ certificate, and they should have a good English language skills at level 1 or equivalent. I would say, that is quite useful, for them to progress in the ECDL. So
that's fantastic.
So that's one of the things that I think they should have the IT level 1 qualification before they move on to ECDL.
Absolutely. We will, there is an initial assessment that we'll ask everybody to go through, do that, and also it's really pertinent at this point to make sure everybody that knows, because we're doing this online, there will be an increased importance on and another initial assessment when they first start the course, or when they join online, or when they join in the classroom for the first time, just to reassess and make sure that that assessment that we've done online is a correct representation of their skills and abilities. And if it's not, and that person, we find that they've got more skills or less skills than we felt during this process, then we will discuss with them, won't we, about moving them to the appropriate level of qualification for them. We don't.
Yes.
We equally and don't want people sitting on a level that's not suitable for them, but also we don't want to. It's important not to set people up on a course that's to fail on a course that's that they're not ready for yet.
Yes, and also full commitment and attendance on the course, whether they're at the college or at home. You've got to give your time and complete your homework, get your assignments done, and in return, the tutors will mark their work, give them feedback, and move them along further to progress. So we finish our course in a good time scale without having to do everything right at the end. So attendance is very, very important, and a commitment, and taking responsibility, independent learning. And of course, the tutors are all here to help with any difficulties or anything like that.
That's excellent. I know it was a big change of way of working for lots of people, wasn't it, Zakira, when we went into lockdown, and helping people to get online who maybe hadn't been so active in skills online before, and to use the different online teaching methods.
Yes, and with the experience of learners who did engage and learn online, they did very well, and that was simply because they did engage and they took that chance, because we were all struggling with it, and then we all got to know how to learn on Gmeet, and did very well. So
exactly.
It's just learning and moving forward with new technology and adapting, and the way the world is, we've got to move with it.
Yeah, that's very much the case. So that's a really important thing to reiterate to people, that we are here to support you. We will help you to access online, but we will we will still have wherever we need to, or wherever it works to do this, the blended learning model. So they'll have the classroom experience, they'll be able to come in and get direct support from a tutor when they're learning and talking about things, and how to use these online methods when they're at home, to be in contact with you as well. I think it's it's a good time for giving people more options, I think, for than maybe.
Yes, there will be more options where we can see how they're engaging in learning. It could be something through Google Classroom, through Microsoft Teams, through Google Meet. There's different ways, and when coming into the classroom, if they don't understand anything, we can show them how to do. And also, I believe there is support course as well that will help them with the technology they have. We can identify what technology do you have as a student at home, and how can we progress your learning from that.
Yeah,
using that tech.
That's great. I'll go back to what I was saying at the beginning as well about the new digital.
Carry on.
Yeah. So because about the new national standards that have been released for and that we're starting to work through this year. Digital foundation skills is the real beginners level. So for those people who haven't switched on a computer before, or haven't had much experience with it, are very nervous with it, we'll take you through the basics of switching it on and using the keyboard and those kind of things, and then would move the person onto digital foundation skills, when they can fill in those other gaps, because the new standards all cover a range of different criteria, including using different devices and using the online world a lot more. So transacting online, communicating online, sharing and analysing the information that's from online, because those are really the core skills that we are. So if people come along to us and they feel, or we feel, that they've got some gaps in those areas, then that's where we'll feed people through to get really skilled and confident in all of those online worlds. I will say we've had some communication on the chat. People were a bit querying about whether we can see them or not at that home. No, we can't see you. No, but none of the other attendees can see you. Somewhat unfortunately, it's nice to be able to hear you or to communicate, but if you carry on using those message chat things on the right hand side to ask us any specific questions that you want to know about our IT or computer program, whether it's qualifications or some of the non-qualifications courses. We've got digital specialisms like building a website or introduction to coding and programming or games developing. We've got those are available, and we've got a live stream later on in the week where you'll be able to find out more about those programs and those courses specifically. So please ask a question. I'll come back to Zakira a bit later. But in the meantime, I'm going to pass over to Dan. Now we've got Dan here, who's our new careers advisor at the college. He's got a presentation to talk to you about the careers advice course. So those of you who might unfortunately need a change of career following the recent lockdown and the difficulties that that's creating in the world, or whether you just fed up with the job that you've got and you want to move on, or you've got queries about jobs and careers, Dan is our new careers advisor in the college, and he'll let you know about the offer that we have for free careers advice at the college. Hello Dan, how are you?
Hi, how's it going?
We're all good and ready to see your presentation. So I'll share your presentation now, and you can.
Smashing. Hello to everyone that's out there, and welcome to this short introductory talk that focuses on the careers advice and support that's provided by Leicester Adult Skills and Learning Services. So from as long ago as people have worked, they have realised that work should not just be about survival or hardship or just income alone, but it should be enjoyable and it should be rewarding. And many of us are much more likely to work later into our old age than ever before, possibly in job roles that don't exist as we speak at this point in time, but you can help future-proof your career with transferable skills for work, especially digital skills. Having an opportunity to access good quality and impartial careers advice and information is essential when you're considering your future career choices. At LASALS, we offer professional, impartial careers and employment information, advice and guidance from qualified and experienced advisors. This support advice will be tailored to your needs only, and we will encourage you to aim as high as possible, and we will celebrate learners who move on to new opportunities once completing courses with us. We aim to offer you the access you need to careers advice for a variety of options depending on your needs, from face-to-face appointments, use of the careers library, information on careers websites or online careers and work-related activities, and signposting to other services that may be of benefit to you. We aim to do this as flexibly as possible across locations and formats, such as having a face-to-face appointment at the New Bishopdale Centre, or even online where possible, where the bulk of our IAG around career and course choice is currently being offered due to the COVID lockdown. Whether it be for future studies, employment, or a career change, our in-house career service can work with you to create a career plan and help you develop a programme tailored to your needs and career goals. And you can be assured that the advice and support you are offered is provided by qualified and experienced advisors working within a framework designed to maintain high standards of advice. LASALS are a matrix accredited provider meeting their national standards for giving advice and guidance, and continue to be rated a good provider by Ofsted across all areas of our work, including career support. So if anyone's got any questions you want to ask right now, please use the Q&A panel to leave us a message. Put your name, number or email and a question that you'd like to ask, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. If you'd like to call the college directly, please do so on 01164541900, and don't forget to look out for us on Facebook and Twitter. So that concludes this short introduction to the careers service at LASALS. Thank you all for listening. That's great.
That's fantastic, Dan. Thank you very much. It's nice there. I'm just going to share your video now so that the people at home can say hello and know your face for when we are back in the college, and they can know who to tap on the shoulder. So there you go, Dan.
Hi.
Hi, nice to
Hi
meet
everyone, I'm Dan.
Great, and then I'm going to pass back as well to Zakira in just 1 second. So who will be here to answer any questions. Please do send some other questions in through the chat pane. If there's anything else that you want, if you want to ask us, then that will be great. So I'm just making sure that we've got Zakira and I've got her sound and all of those kind of things, the technical things of the things. So yeah, here you are. You're back on. You're back on live, Zakira. So yeah, I mean the other thing that we have is that the live streams, as you know, go out and there's a 20-second delay. There's a 20-second delay on them, so we have to give people a bit of time from when we ask the questions. But to do that, just to explain to people the next steps of the process as we go along. The thing that I need to ask you to do now is if you can let us know through the questions, particularly that you are interested or you want to undertake initial assessment for the IT courses, or if you just want to have a one-to-one consultation over the phone or a video call, depending on what is your preference, with one of our tutors or one of our advisors to discuss your options on which courses might be best for you, then you can let us know in this chat pane and we'll be back in contact with you, provided that you have registered, as I said at the beginning of the presentation. Although otherwise, if you want to send us an email to that address that I gave you earlier, which is opendays, which is all one word, OPENDAYS at Leicester Learns, which is again all one word, the full spelling of Leicester with LEARNS on it, and then there's a dot and the AC and then .UK for anybody that might not be able to see that. We haven't had any more questions come in from people, so we're coming to near the end of our hour here about the IT qualifications. So basically, it's please do feel free to email us, to contact us, and let us know what it is you want to do. The IT initial assessment, you'll be sent a link to follow on the internet to follow and to go to and fill in a form, just like you might fill in a form for a survey or a quiz that you might do online, and then that is sent in to us and one of our tutors will look at it and we'll give you a call back and, like I said, discuss your options on there. So I think this is I think we've given people time to ask their questions, but I can't see any new ones that have come in from the ones that we had before. But just to reiterate to people when you are watching that we can't see you and other people can't see you, and we can't unfortunately hear you to ask your questions. So please put them in there. But if you're happy with everything and you want to go forwards, then just get back in contact with us and we'll make those arrangements to have the telephone conversation. I'm going to share your screen back once again, Zakira, so you can finish off and say anything that you want to anybody that's the people out there listening, or just say goodbye.
We are here for you throughout the week, to answer any questions, anything you might have. I've also particularly for those learners who's done level 1 at the college and are moving on to see what they can do, like ECDL extra or business admin or accounting or bookkeeping, or even if you don't have a level 1 course in or level 2 course in English and maths, you can develop that. So best is for you to get in touch with us so we can discuss and advise you of what you want to do next, and what we can do for you.
That's great.
That's all. Yeah,
Brilliant.
That's all.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Zakira. I just want to
you're
say
welcome.
goodbye to everybody at home.
Okay, bye everyone.
And goodbye. And then we will. But like you said, we're here across the week with lots of different live streams about the different courses. But you can also have those discussions, as Zakira was saying, on a personal basis. So please. Please come back and join us again, and we hope to speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.